Hi, Gibaud, and today my monthly tutorial about Luminar Neo. But this month I'm going to speak about portraits, because I know that Skylum, the maker of Luminar Neo, has also Aperty, that is an app specialized in portrait and skin retouching, all this. But some people have Luminar Neo and they want to use it for portrait also, not to have several pieces of software, or they don't want to have too advanced features, so they're happy with that. So I'm going to show you 3 portraits, how you can actually use Luminar Neo, use the features dedicated to portrait to get great results. So let's start. Before getting any further, if you want to download a trial version of Luminar Neo, I've got links in the description, and if you want to buy it, don't forget to use my code ERIC10 as you get a 10% discount on top of any offer they have. You still place my code, it's even cheaper for you. So I'm going to get into the app and show you some sample 3 pictures to see how you can do great portrait retouching easily within Luminar Neo. So I dive into the app and I see you right now. So we're going to work on 3 portraits, 2 with Noah and 1 with, I was going to say Neo because of the Luminar Neo, no, Noah, and with Ruth. So we're going to start with this one. First, I'm going to concentrate on everything that is related to portrait, but still, as it is a raw file, I'm going to develop raw. Here you see the raw words just here, and I can adjust several things. First, I'm going to adjust the color. So I give you a tip: if you didn't make the white balance properly, or you didn't have any gray card, you can still use the teeth or the eye, like here, and try to adjust. This is so approximate. This is just as a starting base, like this, to adjust a bit more. You can see the difference. Okay, at any time you can see like this what you've done, or this way, pressing this small eye that is here. Okay, this is just obviously it's not precise. You could do this on the teeth also. Okay, here also, and adjust as you want. Okay. I always recommend to use a color checker or a white balance card, but if you didn't do it, you can still do that. I can still play with exposure if I want, okay, or highlights. Maybe I'm going to drop a bit the highlights. Smart contrast, be careful with smart contrast, because that may create some really highlights. Okay, you can also play with the shadows. When you're happy with that, okay, you can close this and you could go to enhance also, play with that. Okay, it's great, gives you a bit of color. Same thing, be careful not to get really highlight spots. When you're happy with this, we're going to go to the area. There are many other things you could play with, but we're going to go to what's related to portrait. Here I've got lighting. I can place light where I want. Use it. It's applying the studio light, and it takes a bit of time to calculate. Okay, I can use the amount, I can place brightness or whatever, the smoothness, everything I want. If I feel my lighting was already okay, I stop that. If I want to see what I've just applied, I just click here, I can see it. Okay, I remove it because I guess it was okay for me. Then you have the portrait bokeh. Here we don't really need this because it was already a really luminous lens, so it was already a lot out of focus. You could still exaggerate it, or if your lens was, if you had a really depth of field that was important, maybe you can play with it. But as you can see, in this case, you must be aware that it may affect the results. Okay, sorry, I clicked where I should not. Here it is. And for me, in this case, same thing, I'm not going to change because it was already with a shallow depth of field. Then you have the face, and this is really interesting here. Always you can do some masking and apply some things only in some areas, or you can do it directly here. Face light, I like to have more light on the face, okay, so I can play with that without getting too much overexposed. It's important to take care with that, but it's down to you, down to your personal taste. Slim face, you could actually change the size, the slim face. Now it's, as you can see, in this case I don't change anything. I think when you make a portrait, it's important for the person to recognize herself or himself. So I would not play with that, except if you're doing like a commercial job and that person is just an ingredient of your picture, and that person is used to present, well, no, a hat, a cloth, whatever, but it's not something personal. So then you could play with that. Then the eyes. For me, the eyes is the most important part of a portrait that gives a lot of strength to what you're doing. And here you can change the color of the eyes. As you can see, I could change to blue, I could change to green, I could change to anything I want. In this case, as you can see, I'm going to zoom a bit more. As you can see, Noah had some lenses, color lenses. You see the texture. And I'm going to leave it blue as she likes. This is why she put some blue contact lenses. Here you could give some more light to the eye. Let's zoom in, okay. And that gives a lot of strength. You can also enlarge the eyes. But I think this is okay if you're going to do some kind of caricature. Otherwise, I don't like it at all, okay. But some people like to play a bit with that. Be careful when you want to whiten eyes, because it can become so artificial that is horrible. This is why there's one thing I prefer a lot is the eye enhancer that will do both things at the same time, give strength to the iris and also whiten a bit the whole area. It's subtle and I think it's a lot better. Let's check the difference between when we started and now. As you can see, the colors is one thing, but also the strength of the eyes. Then you can remove some red eyes. Also dark circle removal. As you can see, it does a bit, especially on this side, it was a bit more dark, so you can play with that. I think it's important to always look natural, not to overdo it. So as you can see, it does affect, so don't overdo it. Then you can improve the eyebrow. In the case of Noah, she has clearly eyebrows that you can see it, so you don't have to really touch them. But if someone had eyebrows that was without much contrast, you could play with that. Then let's go to the skin. The skin here, you have several things. You can soften the skin, remove shine, shine, and also skin defect removal. Let's zoom on it. If I select the skin defect removal, as you can see, this is a bit more softened. Sometimes it disappears all, sometimes not all, okay. But it is something you must play with if you're interested. But if someone has a natural a spot or whatever, and that person likes this car, whatever it is, don't remove it, obviously. And if I want to soften the skin, as you can see, if you're a large picture, it's here it is too much, obviously, but it can be okay. But if you're going to use the picture in really small, make sure you don't overdo it, because it will look like a cup of tea, okay, instead of skin, okay. So it's wise to not abuse with that. Then you can remove some shine, as you can see, and I think this is really useful. On another picture by Root, we'll see it's even more important, okay. So here, if we check what we've done with the skin, you can see it's a bit here, and since we started, we can see the difference here, okay. That's the difference since we started. It looks a lot better. There are some things maybe you didn't manage to take out. We'll see just after. The body here, we don't have a full body. We see that on another picture. And you could also play with high key if you wanted. Things I don't do here, but if you like it, you could play. This is this area. Let's say I feel like the job is not finished. I would like to remove this and maybe this here. Simply I go to erase, okay, pick the right size, and I click here, for example, and I click this like this, okay, and this one, and this, and this, and this. Normally I prefer to do it in several passes, but let's do it just once, see what happened. And as you can see, it has removed these spots, okay, and here, okay, and you can adjust everything. When you're happy with it, obviously you can save it, and that's it. Let's see the difference since we started. This was like this. Look at the difference and how important to have the eyes like this, okay? The white teeth, I can't remember if I said about the mouth. I forgot about the mouth. Sorry, let's go back to this area. The face here, yeah, the mouth part. And I forgot to show you because I was speaking and doing things and speaking at the same time is a problem. You could have saturate the lips if you wanted, make them more red, okay? You can darken them if you want, okay? And you can also whiten the teeth. As I was going to say, this is when I realized I didn't speak about the mouth. Don't overdo it because it will look really too artificial, not too nice. Maybe you can whiten a bit. And regarding the lips, this is great because during a photo shoot, very often the lipstick goes away. So it's good to be able to give a bit more strength again to this. So as I said now, yes, I said, if you're happy with that, the difference, as you can see, you can save it. Now let's go and check another picture. By the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've got affiliated links in description. Please use them, that really helps me. As I said, with Luminar Neo and Aperty, you get 10% discount on top of any offer they have. You still place your code, it's even cheaper for you. But also there is Eric20 with Ken Faith, a website where you can find all the K&F Concept accessories like tripod, filters, all this, bags, all this, and more brands also. You get a 20% with discount with my code. So please use it. That saves you some money and that helps me. So thank you so much. Let's carry on. We're going to check this one. Also, Noah, I'm not going to develop the row again. I'm not going to show you every detail, the lips, all this. I forgot first. Not to show that again. I'm just going to go to the body area. As you can see, you can change the shape, okay, as you want. I recommend not to abuse with that, okay, because it must be realistic, and I normally use it only if the clothes are actually affecting and not being nice, okay. And the abdomen, same thing. Maybe because of the pose it could be a problem. Same thing here. I didn't say it before. You can go here, erase, and say let's remove this, okay. I don't want this, which is part of the cloth. I remove it and that's it, okay. So you can perfectly remove this if you want. So easy. So this is where you're going to play, as I said, with the body and adjust as you wish, okay. Don't abuse with this. Now let's go to the last picture with roots. It was really hot. It was hard not to have some shine on the face, okay. So it's a difficult picture to fix. As you can see, it's a really short depth of field. I was testing a really luminous lens, and the idea was this, to have a really short depth of field. So let's go to develop. Same thing, I'm going to remove a bit of highlights, okay, because of the shine here. I can play a bit with the shadow, okay. If you want to play with automatic contrast, well, smart contrast, take care, because as you can see, the shiny is going to be even more shiny. So I would not touch that when you have a shiny portrait, okay. Same thing with the color balance. If you want, you could play with it, but I think the color balance was nice, was fine. But if you wanted to try something else, as you can see, for me, no, it's not the right thing. So I prefer to go back and go to the original. If I'm happy with this, now let's go to the face. Working on the face, same thing. I can use the AI enhance and everything if I want. Let's go to the body. Studio light, same thing as I explained before. You could place your light where you want. Maybe I want on the neck a bit more light, for example. I would like this and place it, and I could have a second point of light. I could maybe place here, for example, and play with everything as I want, smoothen, light control, whatever. I can play with everything here, okay. Let's go back, let's leave as it was. Okay, now let's go to the portrait bokeh. Same thing. As you can see here, the amount of out of focus was already really strong, so it's no point to add more, to my opinion. Let's go to the face. To the face light, I like to have a bit of light on the face, okay? Slim face, same thing as before. Obviously, there's no point of doing this. That was okay. I'm going to leave the eye as original, the color. But yes, I'm going to add some iris flare a bit, and also eye enhancer. And as you can see, I think this, look at this eye, how it gets a lot more, yeah, it gets a lot of strength, this. I really love it, okay? They normally don't look really overdone. I think that's nice. If we look dark circle, it doesn't have too much because of this lighting anyway, but it may help a bit. The eyebrow, maybe I want the eyebrow to be a bit stronger, as you can see. The mouth, take care with the lip saturation because it's already red. Maybe you want to make them more reddish. As you can see, it will, if I do that, it removes a bit of shine. Lips darkening, okay, you can play as you want. And the white teeth, same thing, don't overdo it. Let's look at the skin. Okay, here I'm going to select skin defect removal. As you can see, it removes this spot and this spot, okay. You can see before, after, as always. You can always do this also and compare. Oh, sorry, I didn't click on the right place. Okay, I'll remove that. I want to remove the shine, and here this is going to help me a lot. Look at the original, and now when I remove shine, that helps a lot in this area, especially compare. I think it's a lot better. And same thing with the softening. If I go 100%, I think it's too much, especially if I go small like this. It looks like a porcelain. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit without overdoing it. Body, nothing to touch. High key, same thing. Let's say I want to remove this or this still. Well, I can go to the removal tool, and I'm going to go here, and let's say I want to remove this. I select the size, same thing as before. Okay, or I want to select, remove this. Okay, I'll remove it. Or maybe there are some hair I don't like. Maybe I don't want this hair, I don't want this spot here. I select it like this. Okay, up and click remove, erase. Normally I should be a bit more precise. Okay, but explaining and doing things at the same time is complicated. But let's see now. Let's compare what I have now and what I had before. I think this is a lot better regarding the face. Obviously, I could mask and work just on the face. That would not affect the background when I actually do the raw development. And one thing, in case you feel you've made a mistake, it's not what you wanted, don't forget that you can always go to one point. This is the edits. As you can see, if I go back like to develop, okay, develop here, it's all on 0. So yeah, but let's change things. Where are they now? Well, because in Luminar, it keeps in a separate area what the edits you had. So if I go back to develop here, as you can see, this is exactly what I had done. In case I would like to change something, I can still do it. Let's say remove more highlights, for example. And then when I go back to the tool, it will recalculate everything I made after this change. As you can see, it has again softened the skin, played on the eye, the lips, whole thing, everything, and it had created the change original. So this is really a powerful tool because it doesn't erase what you've done after. It just recalculates it, and this is great for me. So as you can see, you have the before and after. Okay, in case I would like to now give maybe more contrast or whatever, I can mask again. I could say no, I want more contrast. I could go to masking and select the area I want to work with. Let's say I want to work with the brush. I would to the side like this. Okay, select everything here. I want to play just on what's outside, for example. Okay, and here and here, here. Okay, I would say I want to play with the adjustments, and I would like to more smart contrast. But as you can see, it does not change the face. Okay, so this is really great. I can still work like this. So this is really a powerful tool. Obviously, Luminar has more specialized portrait tool like Aperty, but if you want to use Luminar Neo, you can still do great things recording portraits. I think this is a great tool not to forget to use. All this portrait section here really helps you doing great job. So for me, this is fantastic. Well, as you can see, I think the features are more than enough for most people. Yeah, maybe you want to do a cover magazine like Vogue, and that's maybe too short for the features you need. But I think most of us, when we want to do portrait retouching, we want to enhance things so it looks better, all this, but we don't want to do something crazy. And I think what you find in Luminar Neo is more than enough for most people. So yeah, I think this is a great feature. It's easy to use. You've seen the result. It's not complicated. So it would be a pity not to use it if you already have Luminar Neo and never used these features. And if you don't have it, well, maybe this all-in-one piece of software is great to edit your raw files, to retouch your pictures, and also obviously your portraits. So for me, yes, it is completely recommendable. So in case you would be interested, don't forget you can download Luminar Neo. I've got the link in description for a trial version, or if you want to buy, don't forget to use my code ERIC10 and you get a 10% discount on top of any offer they have. Still place your code, it's even cheaper for you, so use it. So thank you so much Luminar Neo, thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button in here and the small bell. If you click on the bell, we'll get notified when I upload a new video. My website ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also leave you affiliated links in description. Please use them, that really helps me. Obviously, I've just said with Eric10 you get 10% discount on Luminar Neo and also Aperty. On top of any offer they have, you still place your code, it's even cheaper for you. But also you have Eric20 on Ken Faith website, where you can find a lot of photography accessories like filters, tripods, bags, all this, all the K&F Concept products and more brands also. So please use this, that saves you some money and that helps me, Eric20. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much, please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.